Hi, and welcome back. The day that I'm filming this is Indigenous Peoples Day, and because I work in a school, I don't have to work today. I have a few hours this morning to myself before I need to go out and run some errands, so let's put some more work into this map. My plan is to finish the rivers and put the roads down and do some coastline textures. It's a lot of little painted dots in my future, and this process is so relaxing. So let's talk the cast and the new trailer. I don't think there are going to be too many very specific spoilers in this video, but I'll definitely be referencing specific things in books 1 and maybe book 2. And I'll preface this whole monologue by saying that I'm not really concerned with the physical attributes of any actor or actress. I used to be the person who wanted each character in any book-to-movie or book-to-TV venture to look exactly as they were described in the book. I even remember having discussions with my friends, like in high school and in college, about which actor or actress would fit a part perfectly, going off only their looks. And I was a really big believer that the TV show or movie should not deviate at all from the book, even though realistically that's not possible. I was that person who would go and watch Lord of the Rings or the Hobbit movies and just internally rage that they added a character or changed a scene or stretched an interaction out to add implications that were never there in the books. And yes, I was a person who would say, oh, I read the books, and they're so much better. Or I would give my friends a hard time for only watching the movie. What an elitist. Pray for my friends, they're patient with me. However, over time, I realized that for me, a lot of these debates and kind of nitpicking attitudes over the physical took some of the joy away from experiencing a story that I really loved on the screen. I also try to keep the mindset now of just letting people enjoy things. If someone doesn't enjoy reading, then why force them to do it? We're not in school anymore. I'm not their teacher. No one's getting a grade on how they spend their downtime. Just let people like things. And I know that there are some discussions about the color of the actors or Lan being Asian or Moraine not being short enough. And I get it. I do get it, but I still disagree. I don't believe that it's the physical characteristics or the character descriptions that really makes this story so special and the characters to stand out as much as they do. From my perspective, what's important isn't necessarily that Rand has red hair or Moraine is short or the skin color of an actor matches the mental picture the book created for me, but it's that the spirit of the character matches what I'm seeing on screen. I want to know that Nynaeve is still bossy and protective, that Moraine is mysterious and powerful, and that the boys are clueless but doing their best. I will admit that I'll be a little bit upset if there aren't a few scenes of each of the boys saying that another boy would know what to do in a situation with a girl. I also feel like we need to remember why the different physical characteristics are mentioned in the books to begin with. Yes, Rand is mistaken for an Aleman because of his red hair and because he's tall, but if the Ale in the TV shows have a different defining physical characteristic that Rand also has, then that aspect of the story is fulfilled. I love that this TV show seems to actually have a diverse cast, and that many different people and people groups can find representation in this fantasy. My initial reaction to the trailer was tears. So many tears. The music, the visuals, it all made me so emotional, and I was sobbing by the end of it. I cried during my second watch as well. I'm pretty sure I can watch it now without getting teary-eyed. I'm not sure though where the opening scene is from, with Egwene getting pushed into the water. I have some theories, but I'm not exactly sure. Maybe it's something that I overlooked or forgot from the books. And it looks like Dragonmount and Tar Valon are definitely in the trailer. I think the episode or scenes that I'm looking forward to most at the moment will be the TV show's depiction of Shadar Logoth, where Mat gets the dagger and they have to run from the shadows in the Trollocs. I've read that chapter several times and I've listened to it on Audible because I enjoy it so much. I do like how they've recreated the ruby-hilted dagger in the trailer as well. It definitely gives me those ominous, I'm enticing, but this is definitely a bad choice to pick me up vibes. And we know that if it seems like it's a bad choice, Mat is going to make that choice. Maybe overall I'm just an optimist, or I try to give the benefit of the doubt, but I'm also not a person who's overly concerned about each scene being recreated perfectly, or honestly even being recreated at all. Books and movies and TV are all such different artistic mediums, and I don't believe that doing anything that was originally a text format and translating it exactly onto screen is really a good idea. And I know from things like the Twilight franchise that there are a lot of lines that were pulled from the book and put into the movies, but on screen they seemed awkward and unnatural, where they seemed to flow better on the page. Again, I really want to feel the spirit of the books and the plot on the screen. And just to connect this to another series, one where I actually have not read all the books and honestly will probably never read them, Game of Thrones. I did watch the entire series, and like everyone else, I was really disappointed by how the characters were treated at the end of the last season. I know that the argument was made that the books aren't done, so the writers did what they could, and that they all wanted to work on other projects. However, I feel like that's kind of a cop-out. Yes, George R.R. Martin created an amazing story with a fun setting and a lot of lovable and hateable characters. However, the TV show is also staffed by professional writers who are entirely capable of taking the framework from Martin and creating an ending that was more satisfying. There's definitely a balance between taking creative license and what seemed to be laziness, in my opinion. Back to Wheel of Time though. I know that things will be different in the TV show than they were in the books, and that potential can be really bad and disappointing. But I think it can also be really exciting to see the direction that they take. From the little Wine Spring Inn clip, I really like Marcus Rutherford for Perrin. I could see how Perrin's careful and thoughtful nature came through in his short little exchange with Rand. I'm also a big fan of Daniel Henney as Lan Mandragoran. I didn't picture Lan as Asian when I read the books. However, in the Wine Spring Inn clip, I can see his demeanor as that stony-faced, carrying a mountain, dutiful warder. And what are your opinions of the cast and the trailer? Anyone having a watch party in November? I'm definitely planning a small watch party and thinking about what kind of foods I can make to fit the theme. We'll definitely have to have some good cheese and bread, maybe honey cakes and some Quendiar cookies. And this is about how far I got today painting. I didn't have that much time, but I'm glad I got to put down the roads and do some of the coastline textures. Thanks for watching. Bye.